Welcome to Prudent Media News. First, a look at the headlines. Rescue mission at Calvi Aldona called off. Conductor still at large. Alert driver could have avoided tragedy and deaths. Watch Prudent's special report. Aldonkars blame local MLA and administration for bus tragedy. Threaten CM not to visit Aldona. Manohar Parrikar assures Calvi Bridge if BJP comes to power. BJP releases manifesto. Party vows Lokayukta within 100 days if voted to power. Assures scrapping regional plan 2021. Grants to school in regional language only. Major fire at service station in Mulga. Around 20 vehicles, many tires turned into ashes. Owners claim loss of 25 lakhs. And locals captivated Philip Mary Rodrigues in a house in Whaley alleging distribution of cash. Police escort him out of the house as no cash was found. And now the news in detail. The police, in coordination with 2 naval units, called off the search on Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, a bus driver, Santosh Chari, who has driven the Mapsa-Aldona route for a decade, told Prudent how the bus drivers are negligent as they reach the ferry drop point. If the bus driver was alert, he could have saved the lives of the passengers even as the brakes of the bus had failed. Watch Prudent's special report on how the driver could have averted this massacre.
This is the spot where the bus stopped last, and this is where normally the bus would go to proceed to the ferry boat point where the bus would have its final stop. Now the common theory is that the driver came to know that his brakes failed right from this spot. There's another floating theory from a person who was on the bus that the bus was switched off. Now this is what is normally done, as even one of the drivers of this route has told us that this is what is normally done, and they switch off the bus over here and they go. If you can take a look at this slope, it's not a very big slope, and it's got a gradient of as the police say 25 to 30.
In my experience, the slope चढ वाढला ना, but तिने neutral बसून केली. जाल्यार एक ब्रेक फेल जाला म्हणून बाय चान्स तिने एक शेतान जर उडे येता आसली खंयचे सायडीक मागीर बरो बाय चान्स दर्या लागीं पावलो तरी आसतना ताका चान्स आसलो एक लेफ्ट नाल्यार रायटान बस घालपाक
ते गाडी रोमताली
हय भितरली नो मेल्या तितून एक कोण तरी हात मोडून पांय मोडून एक गाडी पलटी जाल्यार एक उरूंक शकताले अशें. हांवें अशें आल्दोना लायनीक पयले चडशे गाडी ऑफ करून न्यूट्रलूय न्हू ऑफ करून
हय
केन्ना देंवत एक चडशे ऑफ करून चलयता गाडी.
ओके ऑफ करून
न्यूट्रल गाडी आसली म्हणटकूच वारो तुका लेस जायना, वारो चडत आसता.
ओके
हे म्हणजे एअर ब्रेक हे आतांचे.
So let's just have a look at the slope gradient. What could also be looked into is that if the driver knew that his brakes had failed, or if he knew he's losing control of the bus, there are a lot of these soft walnuts at the side of the road. America Kokani Wonti Munta, it's just loose rock put with a little bit of laterite soil. So this is very soft. This is a very soft wall, unlike this wall on this side, which is a very hard wall. So if the driver wanted, he could have well steered into each of these walls. He could have had his choice on which side of the road he wanted to steer his bus, and there's sort of a stepped field here. So if the driver wanted, he could have even ran into this area of the road, or once again, if you see on the right side of the road, where the heavy wall was there are shrubs, there are small trees. Once again, if we show you a look at it, right where the first car is in the far distance on the left side of the road, that's where the bus has its first stop before it reaches here, or rather its second last stop before it reaches here. This is the place. This is the runoff area where the bus comes. It comes down the slope as we were showing you all. It runs into this area and it reverses. It reverses up to the point where the lamp post is, and then it goes ahead straight. What the drivers of late are doing on this route that the bus went straight, the bus goes straight of late, running on neutral or running with the engine off, and then they reverse back into this runoff area and then go straight. We've also seen the area right next to the ferry point, the borough over there. There's a lot of soft sand, soft soil with a lot of mangroves. So if the driver wanted, if the driver wished, he had like this is the sixth spot where he could have chose to drive the bus into to save the people.
SP North Vijay Singh said the operation would be called off by noon.
As of now, there is no news that one more is missing.
Okay.
But still, we would like to continue our search operation for another 1 hour or so.
Okay.
So that even if some dead body is there, it comes on the surface of the water and, and it floats.
Okay.
So we would like to have a third round of search on the surface of the water.
Okay. So on the basis of the logic that this is a gradient slope, had the brake failed, the driver should have known at the start. This is what many people are claiming. It's a very logical claim. Or do you feel the brake fail theory could be a little wrong?
It is a matter of investigation. Unless we get a report from mechanical inspection report, we cannot say anything. Just people are saying, so we cannot give a concrete statement on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the authorities, the police authorities, fire authorities reaching 45-50 minutes after the first call was made? What do you have to say about
police staff reached within 10 minutes. In fact, our sub-inspector who is from the Anjuna police station, he reached within Mapsa police station. He reached within 10 minutes. He in fact he got injured during the rescue operation, retrieval of the bus.
What about your men? I mean, they arrived on the site and...
Coastal police reached within 40 minutes. We directed the coastal police, they reached within 30 minutes.
But they do not have the diving equipment, so what do you have to say about that?
I cannot comment on this
because had they had the diving equipment, they would have been able to go down and maybe...
But initially, whenever you get a call, your first response is just reach there and see what's going on. Then only if you feel what kind of resources are required, then you really address to those issues.
ट्रान्सपोर्ट मिनिस्टर सुदीन ढवळीकर, अरुण देसाय, म्हापशेचो असिस्टंट डायरेक्टर आयवो रॉड्रिग्स, मागीर त्या गाडयेक 6 म्हयन्या पयलीं 6-7 म्हयन्या पयलीं फिटनेस दिल्ले तो इन्स्पेक्टर, यांची सगळ्यांची नांवां एड करची आनी तेंच्यांनी अटेम्प्ट टू मर्डर केल्या पळय सेक्शनां ती डायरेक्ट मर्डराची सेक्शनां लावची अशी आमी तितूनसून मागणी केल्या. कारण जी पळय बसीक 6 म्हयन्या पयलीं पळय फिटनेस दिल्लेले पळय ते बसीक हँडब्रेक जर ऑपरेट जातालो जाल्यार काल ती बस ह्या अपघातान सांपडोंक शकना.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Aldonkar and Kalvikars have blamed the local MLA Dhyana Narvekar for the Kalvi bus tragedy on Saturday, which took lives of little ones. Villagers are agitated over the total failure of government machinery. They have threatened that they will not allow the CM to visit their constituency. Meanwhile, Manohar Parrikar has assured to construct a Kalvi bridge within a year if BJP comes to power.
ग्राम सभेन लोकांनी रेजोल्यूशन घेतलेले हांगासर स्पीड ब्रेकर घालपाक आनी बॅरिकेड घालपाक ते सुद्दां आयज पासून तुका हांगा बॅरिकेडूय दिसना ना म्हणून स्पीड ब्रेकरूय दिसना. लोकांक फोर्सान मारून करून तांणी हे हाय टेन्शन लायन घाल्ली आहा हांगासर आनी आयज जरी तर एक हांगासर ब्रिज बांदपाक जाय जाल्यार ह्या हाय टेन्शन लायनीक लागून हांगासर ब्रिज बांदपाक जायना.
They have not built any speed breakers. That bridge we have asked them to build for so many years, still it is not built. This is a straight road that leads to a river. There is nothing over here, not a single thing. Speed breaker also, where is the speed breaker?
आमचो आमदार मिस्टर दयानंद नार्वेकर जबाबदार आसा. कारण गेल्या वेळार तेणे मॅनिफेस्टोन आमकां सांगलेलें की आपूण येयल्या बरोबर 5 वर्सांक ह्यो पूल बांदतलो म्हणून, नाल्यार आपूण इलेक्शनाक बसतलो म्हणून. आनी तरी आसतना आयज तो परत आमकां आश्वासन दिता, खोटी आश्वासन दिता आपूण पूल बांदतलो म्हणून. आमी हेचेर कसो विश्वास दवरपाचो?
हांगासर एक हाच्या पयलीं एक एक्सिडंट जालो की मारुती डायरेक्ट भितून गेल्ली, तेन्ना तरी हांगासर स्पीड ब्रेकर येवंक जाय आसलो.
दिगंबर कामत हांगा येता म्हूण भुरग्यांक 2-2 लाख दिवंक, आमची भुरगीं नुस्तें न्ही बाजारांतले, तांचो व्हॅल्यू 2-2 लाख करपाक.
Leader Manohar Parrikar, who visited the site on Saturday, has assured that his government would construct a new bridge by January next year if BJP gains power post-poll.
On infrastructure would be Corona Kalvi bridge, where yesterday the tragedy has taken place, and I promise that by December-January the bridge should be near ready, or at least by March it should be ready for traffic. March 2013.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
BJP has vowed to make Lokayukta functional within 100 days if voted to power. The party says the issue of MOI will be resolved amicably. However, the party will release grants to primary schools in only regional languages. The party has also assured to scrap the Regional Plan 2021 and has assured to drop a new regional plan.
National General Secretary of BJP Ravi Shankar Prasad unveiled its party's manifesto for Goa on Sunday. Some of the assurances made in the manifesto are Lokayukta to be made functional within 100 days, housewives to get an allowance of ₹1,000 per month, RP 2021 to be scrapped, new RP with people's participation, abolition of house tax on personal dwellings in villages, grants for primary schools in regional languages, to ask centre to increase royalty on mining.
This vision document is not a document simpliciter. It is a commitment for change. Good governance is the biggest casualty in Goa in the last 5 to 7 years. Goa badly needs good governance. और सुशासन के माध्यम से ये हमारा मोटो होगा. हम गोवा के नागरिकों को आश्वस्त करना चाहते हैं कि गोवा को हम पुरानी प्रतिष्ठा दिलाएंगे. विकास, विश्वास, सद्भाव, आस्था.
Parikar said party will try to amicably resolve the confusion created by faulty policy of Congress on MOI. However, he made it clear that the grants will only be released to primary schools in regional languages.
BJP subscribes to the universal scientific principle of primary education in mother tongue. Grant in aid accordingly will be released to primary level, 1st to 4th standard, with medium in regional languages. The question is not right of parent to select the medium. The question is whether government should give grant to a particular this. But at the same time, because of faulty problem which Congress government has created, there are number of schools and probably thousands of students who are studying in English medium are in problem. We are giving a very categorical assurance that this issue will be amicably resolved.
Our reporter Jason Suarez with video journalist Devendra Gaonkar.
It's time now for a short break. Stay tuned.